Hello, everybody. This is Word of Chris, episode 1, or I should say, edit episode 1. I have done 2 videos regarding the WWE 2K16, but I'm going to combine them in this one video. Now, for those who know the recent news regarding Hulk Hogan, I'm going to talk about this first. And all the official things that have been done. Now, the whole thing is that Hulk Hogan basically said some things that were very unnecessary. He said some things, racial, stuff. And even though this is from 8 years ago, this is still crazy, but in my opinion, I don't know why would they wait 8 years to bring this up. And it just, I can understand why WWE made the decision they made, but I think they went a bit too far in regards of taking him off the show, the Hall of Fame and everything like that. I understand they don't want to deal with the PR and all the craziness, especially at a time like now where everything is so politically correct and people are so sensitive. I call it the butthurt sensitive political correction era, because everyone's so butthurt over everything nowadays. So this is going to really be bad. Now, 2K confirmed that Hulk Hogan will not be involved in WWE 2K16 due to the fact of what happened and what's going on. So, I thought he wasn't going to be taken out of the game, because I'm thinking the game is basically done around this time, or it would be done around August, because it has to be done by between now and late August. But, ever since this happened, it's crazy. Everyone is just, they don't know what's going on. Everyone's speculating what's going to happen. Is the game going to be delayed? Because they had to take, not only they had to take his model out, they had to cut out any reference to Hulk Hogan. They have to do a lot of things. So this game might be delayed. I'm not saying it will. I'm hoping it's not, because from the rumor, Stone Cold, I wouldn't say rumor, because it's kind of confirmed that Stone Cold will have a showcase mode featuring everything about his career, which is a good thing, because we need this. But now that Hulk Hogan is out of the game, does this affect his NWO part? Now, people are saying, oh, they're not going to do that. It would make sense for them to expand Stone Cold's career past WrestleMania 15. Now, if it's just the base of the Attitude Era, I am not, it's going to be a waste. I'm not going to even like it, because we had WWE 13 for that, but, it would make sense that they will go further down the line and have the showcase end at WrestleMania 19, where Stone Cold Steve Austin officially had his last wrestling match. Now, the thing is that I'm going to talk about a few topics based on how I feel this series should, go further, like, the future of the series. Because I feel that I'm going to be honest, I like old school stuff. I grew up with the Attitude Era. I grew up with the Ruthless Aggression Era. I basically grew up with the Golden Era as well, even though I was very young. Now, I wouldn't say Golden Era. I mean, I was born at when the Golden Era ended, it ended in 94. So I was only about 3.5, 4 years old when it ended and the New Generation Era began. So I basically grew up with the New Generation Era, the Attitude Era, the Ruthless Aggression Era. And as an adult now, we're living through the PG/reality era. But the thing is that I feel that, all the stuff that's going on and everything like that, I feel that the series should, focus on more things. In my opinion, I might as well just bring it up now. In my opinion, I think I wouldn't say this year's game is going to be the end of the showcases. I think after 2K17, they're going to stop doing showcase modes. I'm going to tell you why. Because, I'm going to be honest, I support showcase mode. I think it's enjoyable. But at the same time, you're not going to get everything out of it if they're removing wrestlers. You know, like this whole Hulk Hogan situation is really a burning hole for the series when it comes to that. Because now, if you do a showcase mode, you can't really do much. It ain't going to be no options. Like, it's just going to suck. Like, like I said, there's other ways they can implement bringing in legends and, old school arenas without doing showcase mode. It's just that they need to do it. Instead of just using that to get the old stuff, they should just put the old stuff in the game as a bonus for everyone. Because I'm going to be honest, all these young cats who are talking about, they need to do everything current, everything needs to be current, you guys are idiots. Because you don't realize, if you have an all-current game with current arenas and current everything, it's going to be so fucking boring. Because there ain't going to be no variety. The WWE has used the same fucking set for each pay-per-view, Raw and SmackDown. They use that set for everything except WrestleMania. No, it's going to be boring. The only alternative arena that you're going to have is WrestleMania. Everything else is going to be the same. There's no point of having different arena selections no more. They're just going to probably just put 3 arena types. Raw and SmackDown arenas with the stage, pay-per-view arenas with just that stupid, silly HD set, and then you're gonna have your typical WrestleMania arena. This is the problem. And you guys talking about current this, current that. No one's gonna like it. It's gonna be boring as hell. Your universe mode is gonna be boring because everything's gonna be the same. It ain't gonna be nothing different. Your arena is gonna be the same. The only difference that will help is to create an arena. Now, I like creating an arena, and I hope they put it in this year's game, because we do want that. I want that bad. I was happy as hell when they put it in WWE 13. 2K14, they kind of worded it down where you can't stretch your logos. I liked it in 2K15 because if your superstar doesn't have a whatchamacallit, the background, the thing that plays on the small Titantrons, your logo will stay. That's the only freaking improvement I like about WWE 2K15 when it came to creating an arena. See, here's what I would do to make everyone happy. Can the history lessons, because at this point, it's useless now. If Hulk Hogan is not allowed back in WWE games, it's useless. Then you got superstars who, some of them are on good terms now with WWE, but can be on bad terms with WWE in the future. You're going to have wrestlers who are in the WWE that's going to leave. Some of them are going to have problems being in the game, even if you give them money. This is going to be a problem. People don't realize 2K and WWE is throwing out extra cash to put legends in these games because obviously the legends are a selling point to the game as well. The current guys aren't going to be a selling point because no one knows about them. These games are not just based and targeted for young audiences. It's targeted for everybody. And the way they're doing it, they're trying to target everyone. The big example is spitting Stone Cold Steve Austin on the cover. The reason why they did that is because they want to get the older guys, the older demographics who used to like WWE back then, WWF, and like the games back then to come back. They noticed ever since 2009, each series, less and less and less people bought the games. I including myself. After 2009, I have not touched the WWE game until WWE 13. I have not played 2010. I have not played 2011. I have not played WWE 12 until I recently got WWE 13. When I got WWE 13, I bought all the older SmackDown series, all older games back. So now I got every single WWE game within the SmackDown series. I consider them the SmackDown series because they're basically in the same category. Now I got all of them again. I lost that title after 2009. But the thing is that here's what I would do. I would have a campaign mode. I would merge my career, season, and universe mode all in one. You have complete creative control on what you do with your superstar, your wrestler. If you start as a creative wrestler, they should give you the steps like they do in my career. More like a better version of my career. You can still have it. You don't even have to merge it. But you start off as a rookie in my career, and you move yourself up to NXT. After NXT, they'll put you on the show. You'll start out at let's just say I give you an example. WWE Superstars, or a show that's not really on like how Sunday Night Heat and Velocity was. You'd be on that type of show, and then they'll move you once you progress on that. They'll move you up to Raw or SmackDown. Now, I'm gonna be honest. The reason why these season modes were watered down is basically because of voice acting. You can't really put that much into season with all the voice acting. I mean, they did a good job on SmackDown vs. Raw 2006, but it wasn't like SmackDown Shut Your Mouth or SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. A lot of people may not like me for saying this, but I think, in my opinion, what they should do is either can the voice acting for season mode, or do it half and half. It may sound half-assed, but if you really want a good season mode like they did in the past, you're going to have to make that sacrifice. It's just too much. They don't have enough time to do all this voice acting and stuff like that. You can have hours and hours and hours, but you're going to have to cram all that into one game, which will be a problem. I don't know. I may be wrong. Don't take my word and think, okay, yeah, you're right. Because I'm just saying, this is what I'm saying. I may be wrong. Now, what I would do is have complete control in your season mode / universe. It's something like universe mode, but it's more of a season. You can actually, this is where I'm going to bring up classic arenas and, create an arena and, legends. You know how in WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2008, where they had the legends involved in the story mode? You can actually bring that back in the season mode and have them feud with guys like the legends that are alive now. Put them in season mode. Have them compete against a wrestler in your season mode. Like if you have a rookie and you move yourself up, you can go against a legend. You can go against a big group of legends. You can still have the same amount of legends that they have in WWE 13, 2K15, 2K14. You can still have the same amount of legends and everything like that. But have them in season mode. Give them a role to play in the season mode. Where this way, you can unlock them. This way, you can play. It's better to do that than to keep doing these showcase modes. Like I said, I'm an old school wrestling fan. I like the showcase modes, don't get me wrong. But the thing is that the games are not the way they are. They're just not, they're just, the thing is that, like I said, this Hulk Hogan situation is the biggest example of the showcase modes being in jeopardy. They're going to become played out. Honestly, I did not like 2K15 showcase modes. The only thing I liked was the Shawn Michaels and Triple H rivalry. Everything else was just fucking, ugh. It was just too current. I didn't like it. It was too current. Even though they brought back the arenas from like 2011 and 2012, it was still too current. And, that's the problem. You can still have your legends if you implement them in the game. If you implement them in the campaign mode, which is season mode. We don't need no more Road to WrestleMania. I didn't like that shit either. I thought it was stupid. You can see the old school version of Road to WrestleMania was a season. You start off in April and you wrestle your way up towards WrestleMania. That was the whole goal. Or they can have the voice acting and have a campaign mode similar to No Mercy, which was arguably one of the best season modes, campaign modes they ever had. You do that and you put legends and current wrestlers onto one season, I guarantee it will be the best, and that will be a selling point as well. If you do that and you advertise that, it will be a selling point. It will be good. And like I said, for the guys who are fans of showcase modes, I support it. I'm not saying they should remove it. But in cases like with this Hulk Hogan situation, it puts it in jeopardy. Especially when you have older, like other legends and Umai and, all these guys who used to be in WWE that can be in, that are legends that are off contract or on a legends contract. Some of these guys may have a fallout. They may not like what WWE's doing or whatever, and they may terminate their contract, or they may just say, "Oh, fuck you," and you don't want to deal with that. And if you have that and you do your showcase modes, it will put the game in jeopardy. It will put the series in jeopardy. That's the reason why I feel that they just need the next game should be the final game for the showcase mode. After that, just completely 360 it and have a campaign mode where everyone's going to be happy. Because if you involve legends in the campaign mode, I guarantee it, everyone will freaking enjoy it. Because you write the story, you have the legends do the voiceover, you go against the legend, it will have so much replay, value. Because you have different storylines, you have different things to do and objectives and stuff like that. Now, here's the fun part about this. Remember I said talked about the arena part? Now, this is what they should do, and I damn sure hope in the future they do this. Well, remember I said that WWE uses two different types, like this basically the same type of setup they have for the Raw, SmackDown pay-per-view, and how they only use a unique stage for WrestleMania, but everything else is basically the same. Now, here's what they should do. Have the old arenas. Bring old arenas in the game. Bring old arenas because you see, like you have especially the old Raws and SmackDowns. Those are easy. I don't know why the hell they don't put those in the game. Why can't you put all the Raws and SmackDowns in the game? Each Raw from each Raw set, starting from the first one in 1993, the 1993 to 1997, when they had the three letters, the Raw with the entranceway, bring that. Have Raw 93 to 94, Raw 95 to 97 when they had the screen, it plays your video, with still you still have the Raw sign, the three-letter sign with the screen. Then you have your Raw from 1997, to 98, and then you have your Raw from 98 to 99, and then you have your Raw stage from late 1999 to 2002, or 2001, if you count Dominitron from 2001 to 2002. Then you have your Raw from 2002 to 2005. Then you have the Raw 2005 to 2008. If you want to count the 2006 to 2008 when they changed the logo. Then you have your HD Raw set from 2009 to 2011 or 2010 actually, because they changed the 2011 because they made a little change to instead of that ring looking thing, they put the light thing fixture in, and then from your 2011 to 2012, and then Raw 2012 to the present. If you put the Raws, and then you got the SmackDown from 1999 to 2001, 2001 to 2008 with different variations of logos, and then you have the SmackDown from 2008 to 2011, 2011 to 2012, and then you have SmackDown 2012 to, I would say, present, but if you want to count the blue ropes, it doesn't really matter. Have those main Raw and SmackDown arenas in the fucking game and let you have the ability, like they do in Universe Mode, but this time it's like I said, it's mixed all into one. Have you have the ability to change your arena. Instead of just staying with the default Raw stage, you can change your stage. You can change your arena. Say, an example, say if I'm playing season mode and I want to change the arenas, the pay-per-view arenas, the show arenas, the show setups. Give your player a chance, the ability to change the arena. Like an example, I don't like the current Raw setup. I want to change the setup. I want to change the arena. I want to use the Raw 2001 arena. I can simply just change it. Implement that arena inside. Change the ring apron, everything, to the classic Raw. Now, I don't like the SmackDown current stage. I want the Fist stage to be in SmackDown instead of the current HD setup. I can change that. Give your players the freedom to change everything. Have it like a mixed universe / season where you can change everything. I guarantee it, that's what everybody wants. The ability to change your season, to have the legends involved. You do that, the game will be much better than what it is. It will increase sales. You can still market the older audience by using a legend or two on the cover, or marketing the game. You market the mode. People will buy it. This will make me even more happier. You can even, like I said, like you did Universe Mode, you can even put your created arena as your default, as your stage of choice if you want to use it in the season mode. You implement all these changes. I guarantee it, people will buy the fucking game. People will want to buy the game. You can still have the same amount of legends in the game, as the previous titles, but you just need to can the showcase mode. I think now I can agree on it. Back then I didn't agree on it, but with this Hulk Hogan situation, this can happen to anybody. This can happen to any legend. No legend is going to stay in the WWE forever. They're not going to have a Legends contract forever. They can remove them off the game if they wanted to. And like I said, this is a problem, especially this political correctness crap that's going on. This is a problem. This could be a problem too, with the Legends part being in the season mode, but it wouldn't be as big because if you just remove one legend, it won't hurt it. Now, if you did a whole complete showcase on that legend and they have bad heat with WWE and they make a mistake, you can fucking kiss that game goodbye. You can kiss it. I wouldn't say kiss it goodbye, but it will take forever to remove everything, and then the game will be delayed another fucking 4 to 6 months. This is what we want to avoid. Now, in terms of showcase mode, like I said, I do support it, but at the same time, it's going to get to the point where you have to basically say fuck it and can it. Now, on to the showcase, I think they would probably do one more showcase mode. But the thing is, if they do, have it go out with a bang. The Rock versus Triple H needs to be in the showcase mode. It should be in the showcase mode. Have their matches between 1997 and 2000. I guarantee it. That will be a selling point. Put Triple H on the cover of 2K17. You put Triple H on the cover of 2K17, and you do Rock versus Triple H, as a showcase mode in 2K17. I guarantee it will be a selling point too. Because it was Rock versus Triple H. You still had a lot of wrestlers in that game that will be in a showcase are still in good terms with WWE, especially the legends. Like, you got New Age Outlaws. The only person that's going to be missing is China, but it doesn't. Who gives a shit? They did WWE 13 miles, so it wouldn't be a big of a deal. You put all this stuff in this WWE game, I guarantee it will be a sell. It'll sell, and I think that will be the best way to kick out. The best way to end the showcase mode. If you did that, it will be the best ending. You have that showcase mode. You do, and all that. I don't know any other showcase modes they should do. You can't really do a Sting showcase mode no more. You can't do a Ric Flair. You can do a Ric Flair showcase, but the only problem is Hulk Hogan. So that's a problem. You can, like I said, it's bad. It's limited options. But I think a Rock versus Triple H showcase mode would do good. Or you can still have it as DLC for 2K16. If they implemented that, I guarantee it will be a selling point. This game, 2K16 probably will be a selling point if they had Austin, the whole career of Austin, plus you do a rivalry showcase with Stone Cold Steve Austin. I meant to say Triple H and The Rock. Another showcase mode I wish they can do a campaign mode. What they really, really need to do, a Raw and SmackDown showcase mode, a Raw and SmackDown campaign mode. Have that too. If you have a Rock versus Triple H, and then you have a Raw and SmackDown showcase mode for next year's game, I guarantee that game will be the best send-off. It will be the best thing to ever happen. That will be the best campaign mode based on historical facts that you can, it'll go out with a bang. If you do that, I guarantee it'll also be a selling point. But I think from 2K18 and on, I think it should be focused on more of a better campaign mode where you have the freedom to do whatever you want, and it will give you more replay value. Something similar to Shut Your Mouth and Here Comes Some Pain. That's what these fans are basically asking. Old or current. It doesn't matter, because you have fans who are even old school fans that don't really like the showcase mode no more. But I don't think that should be an excuse to give everything. They can implement all these modes onto a campaign mode where you can still have your large amount of legends, your large amount of arenas and stuff like that. Because that's what everybody wants. People want different variety. The WWE is so bland right now, it's not even funny. Everything is the fucking same. The arena is the same. The shows, even though they have different logos, the HD era really killed it. It officially killed it in 2013 when WWE said, "Oh, we don't have enough money." When they lost that large amount of money, they had to do a lot of cuts, and the variety of different stage setups took the fucking hit. Real bad. The only stage that has some different, uniqueness to is WrestleMania. They don't even freaking put different setups for their major 4 pay-per-views like Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, What? Oh, damn, I forgot. You have the Royal Rumble. I'm going to exclude WrestleMania because I mentioned it. That's what I meant to say. You have the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. Even though WrestleMania is the only one that has its own unique stage setup, I don't know why the hell WWE didn't do the Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, and SummerSlam as the same setup. Why they can't have their own unique sets, while the rest still have this fucking generic wrestling stage. It really sucks. It really does. Like, every pay-per-view feels the same. It doesn't feel different no more because they use that same HD set. I will not miss it. That set sucks so much. It makes me miss the older WWE, HD setup. That's how bad that stage is. It just sucks. I don't know who in their right mind would like that stage now, because it's throwing everywhere. I understand back then they did the same thing. I'm not saying, because they did. Back then they used the same setup for everything, including narrator. Everything was basically the same stage. It was nothing different. But as they got more and more money, they started doing different stage setups, like 2000, from late 2009 all the way on to like 2012, early 2013. The stage setups were different. You had different varieties and sets for the pay-per-view. Now, it's down to one or two. And it sucks. It really does. That's why I think they need to implement bringing back classic arenas, because you got all this space in the WWE games. Bring it back. This way you can do something. You can have different options. Now, create an arena, you can implement it even more if you add it to your campaign mode and stuff like that. I like the creative suite. It should stay the way it is with more improvements, of course. And you should implement that in campaign modes and stuff like that. That will make people want to play the game even more. You can do story designer. You merge all that into one. You can, like I said, there's another thing you should do. Like, say, if you don't want to play season mode and you want to create, this is what universe mode really is anyway, but without the storyline aspect of it. It's just more like cutscenes and, wrestling. I really didn't play, I honestly didn't play universe mode, so I can't really say much about it. I like the concept, but I think they should add storyline to it, like what they do in season mode. Have all that in one and give you creative freedom to do whatever the hell you want in your own campaign mode with a lot of replay value. That's what we basically want. Now, I feel that what they should do, and this is another thing they should do, if you're done playing with season mode and you want to try something different, they should bring back general manager mode. But this time, give you the option to either use cash. Honestly, you shouldn't even use cash. You should do it based on ratings and performance. You can either do a draft where you have separate brands, your Raw, your SmackDown, or create your own brand with with different, with the pay-per-views and stuff like that. You can do that, or, you can do a lot of things. Similar to 2008's 24/7 mode, but on complete steroids. That will be a selling point. The reason why WWE 2008 24/7 mode sucked, it didn't suck, but it didn't really wow people because it was just limited. It was limited. You didn't really do whatever you want. Now you have the option to do your own universe, and do whatever the hell you want to do. You should implement that with your season mode. You can't have it as a main campaign mode. That would be the true 24/7 mode, where you can do whatever the hell you want with your campaign. You have different wrestlers, your created wrestlers. You can implement your created wrestlers in the game, and you can face off with created wrestlers. You can have rookies from NXT, generic rookies, different characters. Like WrestleMania 19. It's funny, even though that revenge mode sucked ass, you can play as the security guards, the people who were in the game that was in that campaign mode. Like the people who really wasn't relevant. You can play as them. You can go against them. Have that in the game. Give different varieties. Yeah, it will take up a spot. You can still have your large amount of legends, your large amount of NXT wrestlers, your large amount of Raw wrestlers, but at the same time have security guards, cameramen, announcers. Have them in the game too. I guarantee it, everyone will be happy. Because if you do that, and another thing you should add on to it, if you really want realism, have cameramen stand on the side of the ring. Have the guys taking pictures on the side of the ring. Have all of that, and I guarantee it, the game will fucking blow everyone's mind. Because you can push the consoles to the limit. I understand that you don't want to have too many like people surrounding the ring because it would take up space and it would make the game lag. But in future-wise, they should do that. You know, have different varieties. Because the series, as it is, it's becoming very stale again. I'm not knocking Showcase Mode because I do like it, but it does have no replay value. It's a historical thing, which is good. Don't get me wrong. I do like it because it educates the wrestling fans. But at the same time, I gave my reasons why it will hurt the series in the future. Because, like I said, this Hulk Hogan situation, I'm not saying they didn't do a Showcase Mode on him. It was rumored, but if it was true, it's going to hurt the game. It wouldn't hurt as much because it's Stone Cold Showcase, but I feel that it would hurt the series. Now, the thing is that, the game itself, the 2K16 Showcase Mode with Stone Cold, like I said, it should start from King of the Ring 96 all the way up to WrestleMania 19. I wrote something on the IGN WWE Games boards forum, and I wrote a list of matches that should be in the game. I didn't write the list from 96 to 99 because it's obvious matches that are going to be in it, but they should also have his matches between late 99 all the way up until 2001. Have his matches after WrestleMania 15. Between then, throughout 2000, not saying throughout because he was out from 99 to he came back at Unforgiven 2000. Have Stone Cold wrestle, after 99, have it come back to Unforgiven 2000, from Unforgiven 2000 all the way up to WrestleMania 19 2003. Have those implemented in the mode. This way, it would make more sense. If you just do his add to error part in the showcase, it'll be WWE 13 all over again. Just with better graphics and everything else. But I feel that the showcase mode would really help if you really, do that for this showcase mode. And DLC, like I said, if they already have Rock versus Triple H's DLC, then you can can the showcase mode for 2K17 and just have it Raw and SmackDown based. Because that's what they really need. They really need a Raw and SmackDown based, campaign mode. If they really want to do historical things, do Raw and SmackDown. Raw and SmackDown have a lot of whatchamacallit. Of course, some matches are not going to be involved because obvious reasons, but they should do that. Now, in my opinion, like I said, I'm going to say it again. After 2K17, I think they should focus on a better campaign. Season mode, where it was like in the old days. It will have so much replay value, plus if you add extra to it, like I said before, everyone will be happy. But they should still keep giving us old school arenas. So if they don't, and they just have it based on current shit, the game is going to be boring. It's just going to be bland. The only thing that will save it is to create an arena. If they give us create an arena, they need to give us a large amount of stages. Don't give us 20. Don't give us 10. Give us over 100 stages. Give us over a lot, like at least 50 to 100 stages. That's what we need. Keep the main shows like Raw, SmackDown. Give us those. But give us WrestleManias. Give us everything, including new designs where we can design our own setups and stuff like that. We need shit like that. Not just the generic HD stage with just WrestleMania. It would suck. Anyway, that's my thoughts. But like I said, the showcase mode with Stone Cold, I'm hoping it will end at 2003. The only issue we're probably going to have is his NWO part. I mean, Hogan wasn't really involved in it. He was only involved when they jumped Stone Cold and stuff like that. But you did have a tag match with The Rock and Stone Cold versus Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. The only problem is I don't know how the hell are we gonna, because Hulk Hogan was, I think, like, he wasn't in the match, but he was outside. This is gonna suck. It really is. It's like that NWO part was a even though it was like storyline wise, it was not that great because it did kind of piss off Stone Cold the way they did it. Then Hulk Hogan didn't want to pit Stone Cold over, and Stone Cold didn't want to pit Hulk Hogan over. So it was just bad all along. But as a fan, it was good. It was good and stuff like that. The only thing they would probably do is have Stone Cold, versus Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and with it, that will help. I think that will be the second to last match. I don't know if they can involve. Actually, it wouldn't be the second to last match. You would still have Stone Cold in it, but have him come back when he came back to Raw and have that as a cutscene or whatever. Then you have a couple, like two or three more matches in 2002 until he walked out, and then you do his last match with WrestleMania 19. I don't think they'll do the Eric Bischoff versus Stone Cold because I don't think Eric Bischoff will be in this game. Even though he's not contacted with Team A, I don't know what the relationship between Eric and WWE is, so I wouldn't think that match will happen. But I think they should do a showcase mode. Like I said, it would help the showcase mode in the long run if they added some matches from late 1999, something from 2000, a lot from 2001. You're not gonna have all of them because obviously Kurt Angle, and have some from from 2002 and then 2003, and that's it. I think that will help the series if they do that. That's what we need. But I'm going to wrap this video up now. Share your thoughts on what I said and what this game needs to be and things like that. Because I feel that this will help, and I think they should do it. It will help. It will help the series in general. But if they still continue doing showcase modes, it's going to really... I mean, I don't have an issue with it. But I feel that they should do something. Because, like I said, the showcase modes eventually they're going to become played out. They're going to really hurt the series if you're going to have situations like Hulk Hogan and stuff like that, and some guys that they're working on putting in the game as a campaign mode, all of a sudden do a 360 and have bad heat with WWE. We don't want that. That's the whole point. So, hopefully, we can do something. I mean, like I said, you're going to have people say, oh, but, if you put them in season mode as a role, it can affect the season mode. Yeah, you're right, but it won't be as much if you just remove that part, because there's only a couple of matches. Most of the season mode is going to be basically current, with legends having, the main legends should have some involvement. The ones you already know are not going to have bad heat with WWE. But, like I said, you gotta figure it. We all gotta figure this out. We gotta figure out how the series how it's gonna get better in the future. But I think that's what they should do, in my opinion. So share your comments and thoughts. Like and subscribe if you want to, and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. I hope you enjoyed this video, this commentary on what should happen in the series and stuff like that. And hopefully we have a better game in the future. So this is Chris from Word of Chris, and y'all have a good day.